Hey everyone, David here, and I have not made a video in a while, but I'm going to make more videos more often now. I was gonna say every day, but that's definitely something that I probably cannot commit to, let's be real. But I'm definitely gonna make more videos, and I'm not gonna focus so much on editing and things like that. I just really want to be myself on camera. The thing that makes me happiest is expressing myself and being my true authentic self, the good and the bad. And I don't want to have to hide that anymore. I just want to be myself. So in this video, I'm going to talk about my 5 proudest moments, and I want anyone who sees this video to leave a comment and tell me their proudest moment, because there's so much negativity in the world, and a lot of us have so many problems, and mental health issues are just increasing year by year. It's just ridiculous, and I think we need to start creating a society that allows people to be their true authentic selves and express themselves and just love each other and love themselves. So without further ado, these are my top 5 proudest moments. Please leave me a comment about your proudest moment. I'd love to read it. Anyways, one of my proud moments were, let me think. Okay, this is gonna sound ridiculous, but one of my proudest moments was growing my hair out. So this is my hair. I had spiky hair for 15 years in a row. Like, I was born with spiky hair pretty much. When I came out, like, I had a full head of hair, and whenever my mom used to take me shopping, they'd be like, why do you comb your son's hair like that? And my mom's like, that's just the way his hair is. Always had wild hair. And I thought it was straight, but in high school I decided, hey, let's ditch the spiky hair, let's try something new. If people don't like it, people don't like it. If I don't like it, I don't like it. And turns out I had hella curly hair. I didn't even know that I had curly hair. And I got an afro pretty much. And it was so hard to deal with. It was so hard to manage it and stuff like that. That's why I cut it now. It's just a lot of work. But it's beautiful in its own way, and I think it took me so long to finally embrace my hair and just love it the way that it was, and I love it. And some days I wish I can grow that curly hair, but then I also want it to go short whenever I want, but that's not possible, so oh well. And I think one of my proudest moments was actually growing my hair out and loving it and being able to do that, which sounds ridiculous, but we should all love our bodies and our hair and stuff like that. So that's my proud moment number 1. For proud moment number 2, I'd say that had to be when I went for the position of president for Key Club back in high school. So I was in Key Club, which is a community service organization, and I had a lot of friends in there, and that's the only reason I joined, if I'm being honest, because I had a lot of friends in there. And it really helped me get out of my shell, because I've always been a socially anxious person, quite reserved, you know, but I've grown so much over time, and I've learned to talk to people, even though it still scares the hell out of me. But I decided to go for the position of president, and I was already secretary 1 year, and I was already on board the year before. And we had to make up our speeches, and I'm not the kind of person who can script things. Like, even this video, I'm just saying things as I go. I'm more of an improv kind of person, not really a script kind of person. So for my speech, I just decided to just speak with my heart, and somehow I won the position. I don't know, I guess people could tell that I meant what I was saying, and I really did. I was just speaking through my heart. I really wanted to help the community, and I really wanted to build the club up, increase members, and it was one of the most difficult things I had ever done in my life to do that position. It was so difficult, extremely difficult, but just when I was giving my speech, that's actually one of my happiest moments and one of my proudest moments. Just being able to be myself in front of people. Just being myself and people liking it and actually really seeing that. That was my proudest moment. My 3rd proudest moment was, well, I think I have more than 5 proud moments. Anyways, my 3rd proudest moment, I'll have to say, was when it was also Key Club. We did a talent show, and I wanted to perform even though I was talentless at the time. I mean, talentless. But we did a little skit with the Nice Guys song. Nice guys finish last. If you know that song, good. Chester C, I forget the other people who were in it. But we did that song, and I had some friends join me from Key Club. We had someone play guitar, we had singers, we had dancers, and I had to help plan it out with some friends and some choreography, and a lot of the time I just wanted to give up, and so did my friends, and I had never performed in front of an audience before. And we were obviously noobs at the time, like I said, didn't really know what I was doing, but I just wanted to be out there and be proud and be myself. And I think I did do that, and I was so happy. I had never felt such a rush in my life other than when I gave that speech. And yeah, I was real proud, which also kind of reminds me of my fourth proudest moment, and that was when I did my high school graduation speech. When I did my high school graduation speech, so we all had to compete, the top 10 in my high school, we had to compete for the graduation speech, and 2 people were able to get it. And I was too afraid to write a speech. I didn't think it was going to be that good, but I decided to, at least try. So I wrote half of a speech out, just a little bit, like a third of a speech, like a few sentences. And I was at tennis practice, and it was due that day after school, and I was like, oh shoot, like I didn't even prepare a speech. I guess what I was thinking at that time was, well, hey, if you don't finish the speech, you don't have to fear the rejection of not being chosen for the graduation speech. But then, for some reason during tennis, it just hit me like, why not try? Just try, just do it, just do it. So I asked my coach if I could go to the computer lab and finish my speech, and strangely he said yes, because he was usually pretty strict for tennis practice. And I think, yeah, this was my senior year. I went to the computer lab and I just poured my heart out on a speech, just said the things that I honestly believed in. I didn't even, I was just being myself. And I just typed away, and then I quickly took away the typos, printed it out, ran to the office, and I auditioned for the graduation speech. And surely enough, I somehow got it. One of the because there were 2 people who could do the speeches, and I don't have words for that. Just, I think what I've realized after all these years is that people are attracted to confidence, and people are attracted to people who are honest and open, and I think the world needs more of that. That's why we watch TV shows, that's why we watch all these things that simulate these intense emotional events that make us feel a certain way. When we see relationships on TV, when we see love, when we see death, when we see people making all these hard decisions, it appeals to us because we need more of that. Human beings are social creatures, and it's so hard for us to express ourselves nowadays. We've gone so afraid, and we hide behind screens all the time, or behind cameras like me. But I don't know. That was one of my proudest moments, and when I actually gave this speech, I got really nervous and I was choking, and then the wind was blowing my paper, so the actual speech part didn't go so well, but I'm still really proud of it. And just, just expressing myself makes me so happy, which is why I'm making this video. Was that moment number 4? It was moment number 4. Moment number 5 was UCLA. So I attended UCLA, I just graduated this June, and my first year I decided to audition for a cappella groups. And I have no musical background, never played an instrument. I mean, I tried to play guitar via YouTube tutorials, but that's it. And I used to just sing in the shower. I was so afraid and ashamed to sing. People told me all these things, you can't sing, you can't do that, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. I've improved over the years. I mean, I'm definitely not a professional, definitely not that good, but I've improved. And I think seeing that I can improve in something that I'm so passionate and something that makes me so happy about, that makes me even happier. So yeah, anyways, I decided to audition, and again, the thing that was holding me back the most was fear, and it showed in my audition. I couldn't perform to the best of my ability. I was afraid, and I sang Teenage Dream, and I didn't even make it to callbacks. But luckily, a lot of people on my floor did not make it to callbacks, so we decided to make our own a cappella group on our floor. It was unofficial the first year. There were a lot of problems. It just wasn't that good. And then our second year, we made an official school group. on that note, acapella UCLA, it still exists. They're continuing it even though we're gone, and I'm so happy about that. We made something. Me and my friends on that floor created something great. We started a new acapella group at UCLA, even though so many people told us no, that we weren't good enough, you know, all these things, and we didn't give up. We still tried and practiced and rehearsed and rehearsed. And surely enough, we became a group who could perform, and people came to see us. And I'm like, how does that even happen? How does that even happen? You have an idea and you create it and make it a reality, and people like it and people come to see it, and that just baffles me. Like, whenever someone wants to give me attention, whenever someone likes what I do, or whenever I can bring a smile on someone's face, whenever I make someone laugh, I guess that shocks me, because I have so much negative self-talk in my mind with my anxiety and all these depression, like so much negative self-talk. For someone to look at me and be proud of me or be entertained, that baffles me. But I think what people really liked was the expression. And that's why I love singing, that's why I love music, and that's why I love even acting, which I did for a little bit, background, but I made a few music videos on my channel, you can check those out. And I made a little skit. But just expressing myself is what makes me happy, and being myself. And I think that's what people saw, and that's why they actually came and supported us. And that group continued to get better each year, even though the second year was real rocky. The third year was pretty rocky too, but our fourth year, we performed and we auditioned for Spring Sing, which is like the biggest musical talent show ever. Like, there's even guest stars. Raven Simone was there one year. Like, we didn't get in, obviously, but that was one of my proudest moments, auditioning and the acapella group, just making that, having an idea, making it a reality. Beautiful. So those are my top 5 proudest moments. Strangely enough, graduating UCLA isn't one of them. But I am also very proud of that. And let me just throw in one bonus proud moment. That is my 6th proudest moment, even though the video is going to be called my 5 proudest moments. Sorry. Does that count as clickbait? I don't know. It doesn't really represent the video. Anyways, my 6th proudest moment was learning how to ask for help. A lot of the times we are so proud of ourselves, which is ironic because that's the title of this video. We're proud of ourselves, but that can be a bad thing. We have such pride, and it can prevent us from learning from being able to ask others for help. And I think, like I said, humans are social creatures, and we need each other to become successful. We need those connections. We need that understanding. We need people to be there for us in our hardest moments, to bring us up when we're feeling down. And I learned how to ask for help when I was suffering from all of my mental health issues, when life became unlivable, and getting therapy, medication, and getting the resources that I need to live a life that is worth living, live a life that is happy, live a life that is rewarding, and just being able to have the courage to ask for help and admit that something's wrong. That's one of the biggest things that I'm proud of. So yeah, those are my 5 proudest moments. Like I said, leave me a comment about your proudest moment. I love you all, I love the world. I know this sounds cliche, but thank you for watching this video. Leave me a thumbs up if you like this video. Leave me your comments, subscribe if you haven't already, and goodbye. AROOOOOO!